So last video I talked about a couple of gens that might come to War Thunder, and yeah, comments got a little bit spicy. So today in this video we're going to talk about actual air-to-air missiles that I might think that will come next patch. And this time I have a little bit of a proof that backs up a little bit of my suspicion and reasoning and type of logical prediction, because everything that I do is logical prediction. I'm not doing some oracle type of stuff here. So yeah, we can see that air-to-air missiles have been nerfed extensively, like past what update, like past minor patch, and yeah, that sucks. AIM-9Ls feel like R60s now, and the R60s are just terrible. Don't even get me started on the AIM-7s and the radar guided missiles in general. Like, I feel the War Thunder is broken at the moment. But every time that War Thunder does that, it means that they're going to add in a little bit of a new thing. And to be fair, I might see the addition of the R73 to the game next match, which is, to be fairly honest, a missile that Russia needs because, well, R60s, yeah, they're R60s. That's all you need. Like, if you play top tier, that's all I need to say, and you'll understand. If you've never played top tier, well, let me describe it the best way that I can eloquently describe. They are trash. Other than that, I don't feel like the changes that happened are kind of realistic, so I need to dig a lot into the values of every single missile and post the guys and stuff like that, so you can help me out in the comments down below. I don't accept links that gets banned automatically, so yeah, back to the topic at hand. Russia is also going to get the R27ET, which is literally the same as the R27R, but with a thermal seeker head type of stuff. I mean, seriously, I don't know if they're exactly the same, but if they're exactly the same, that missile is going to be dangerous because it is absolutely fast. The closer range, the closing range or the closure range on that missile is insane. 5.9 or 0.8 Mach. Ooh, my god. Now, that doesn't mean that other nations will not get their air-to-air missiles in, and let me take a look at the special list that I have in here on my Discord. Join that if you want to get updated on videos and stuff like that. It's kind of calm, but I think that you enjoy it. It's a calm Discord overall. Not dead, but calm. So in the list that I have right here, I can see that there is a Python 3 in the files and a PL8. We've already seen the PL8. Well, I've tested the PL8. It was rear aspect. I think it should be all aspect, but I'm not sure. But a Python 3 and a PL8. Now, PL8 is equivalent to the AIM-9M. This is what War Thunder stated before. And the Python 3 is kind of the same equivalence. Even a little, just a tiny better, like a hint better. And that's an Isn't-Really missile coming to the Isn't-Really tech tree. So fans of the Isn't-Real tech tree will be, well, joyed to have that missile. I think it's a pretty cool missile, not gonna lie. Wonderful piece of technology. Which leaves me with a question: how will these new air-to-air missiles shape around the entire air-to-air scene in War Thunder? Because right now maps are too small, missiles are flying everywhere. Everybody has missiles, lots of planes, lots of stuff like that. So I'm guessing that, well, as soon as the update hits, it's not going to be that enjoyable because everybody can kill you and the missiles are not tuned right, and yeah, this brings a lot of issues and a lot of problems that just make my head spin, dude. Look, I think that War Thunder going into these types of changes in the future and stuff like that is going to be really good, but at the same time they need to learn how to implement it correctly, because War Thunder is that type of game that has a World War II background, you know, and it's trying to implement that World War II background and that World War II scenario on a like modern jet scenario. Like, you have to think about this. 4th gen jets are still being used by a ton of countries around the world. Not every single country has a 5th gen or the upcoming 6th gen jet. Like even countries still use the MiG-29 as the MiG-29 and the MiG-21. Like think about that. Like countries still use the MiG-21 in their arsenal and they seem to be effective somehow. I don't know. Other countries like mine, which is Tunisia, if you didn't know, well, we still use F5Es. Think about that for a little second. We use F5Es, we had 12, now we have 11 because one crashed, and we use F5Fs as trainers for those and a bunch of other trainers, but our main air fleet is 11 F5Es. Like, think about that for a little second. We're in 2023. If my country tomorrow goes to war with a different country, literally, like, let's pick Algeria, like on the border. If Algerians and Tunisians go to war, Algerians have Su-35s, Su-33s. In other words, they'll send one plane and it will annihilate every single thing that we have. So keep that in mind. And to be fair, just like in real life, 12 to 11 people versing each other in a team deathmatch in a map that's not that big or not that well designed, because the map could be small yet well designed to accommodate every single thing and make it fun and engaging and not that fast paced, but keeps that fast paced like a middle in between, like a common ground. And War Thunder really does not know how to do that. To be fairly honest, I'm excited about like these missiles, and I wish like next patch we see these missiles, especially the R-73. I am loathing for that missile, but at the same time I'm kind of a little bit like, maybe. Because to be honest, that's the major turnoff right now in air realistic battles, especially and mainly for top tier jets, because other stuff have their like imbalance and their headache, but for top tier jets specifically, that's the kind of turnoff. Every time you take off from an airfield, you have to go either left or right to prolong the distance of engagement and stuff like that, and now you have, I don't know, stuff that can kill you from far away, and it's really not that engaging. It's really not that fun. It's really like, let's face it, all these air-to-air missiles that are coming, and I'm sure that they're coming because they will. It sounds great on paper, but in practice, every time that we see something that we think that would be cool to add, it just makes everything worse, and that's because of the game itself. It's not that great. I mean, the game is great, but the implementation of things is just terrible. RWR being one of them as an example. And if you know RWR is really good, you really know that an RWR is not just a beeping then a ping. Like the RWR on the Russians as an example can tell you a plethora of stuff. If you're being locked by a plane and a SAM system, if somebody just has you on their TWS, if they launch the missile, a ton of things, a ton of details, and all of that is not in War Thunder, and they just keep adding and adding and adding. So I'm kind of torn right here. If you think about it, I'm kind of torn. I want these air-to-air missiles to be added so I have new toys to play with and make content with, because I'm bored right now, and at the same time, I don't want them to be added. So think about that for a second. So, you know what I mean? That said, tell me what you think in the comments down below, and yeah, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, just please hit that like button. It helps me out a lot, especially with the algorithm. Hit that subscribe button if you want to, of course. Share the videos with your friends. If you don't have friends, show it to your mom, your family, tell your cousins, your wives, your whatever. Just watch my channel. Anyway, guys, see you on the next one.